Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial. Today we are going to build an AI agent, competitive analysis agent. Okay, so here you can see that I have already run this command, so you can take a look. So here we are adding our describe your business, that is AI customer support bots trained on a business owned documents for a small business, and I just add my competitor name over there. Now it searches the web, extract the data and writing the report for me. Okay, so I can do the analysis part over here, and what I need to do for my business I can take a look of that one. Okay, so this is the report that is given by this AI agent, and let's have a look like what technologies, what are the things that we are using. So here we have, you can also add any kind of the niche over here, right? So we are using the land graph, right? So it's basically like library for building the AI agents that work in a steps like a flowchart. Instead of one single AI call, each step can use the output of the previous step. Okay. Now we are using the run level parallel used in the last project, also runs things at the same time. LangGraph runs things one after another when each step needs the previous step result. Okay, so it's like think of a factory assembly line with the checkpoints, raw material, quality check, assembly, packaging. Each station needs the previous station work to be done first. Okay, next we are using the state graph and the state. A state is a shared notebook that gets passed between the every step, that is a node in the graph. Each node reads from it and writes the new information to it. So state.py we are using over here in the project. Here you can see that. So here we have a source, here we have a init.py, we have a graph, then we have a state. So here, this is our state.py file, right? So each nodes only adds to the notebook, nothing gets deleted. Simply, if I can explain that, imagine a clipboard that gets passed from worker to worker. Worker 1 writes search notes on it. Worker 2 reads those notes and writes a clean summary. Worker 3 reads the summary and the writes the final report. Same clipboard, more info added each time. Right. Now we have a notes and the edges. Okay. So here we have a notes.py file. Here you can see that. So what are they? A node is a single step function like search the web. An edge is the arrow connecting one node to the next. So this is simple, the graph.py file. So the here you can see that graph.add edge, search, extract, add edge, extract report, add edge, report, then end, finish. Okay. So visually search, edge, extract, edge, report, end. Okay, next we are using a structured output. Normally AI gives you back the blob of text, but sometimes you need clean predictable data like the form with the specific fields. With structured output forces the AI to fill the exact fields you define instead of writing the free form of the text. If without structured output it's gonna be messy, and with structured output it's gonna be give you the clean data, right? Okay, now we are using the pydantic also for the Python library, that is we are using. And this code, you here you can see that competitor profile, LLM. Why this matter? Profile is now the real Python's project, not just a text. Why this matter? This is how to connect the AI output to the real applications, like saving the database, displaying the dashboard, sending it to the another system. Okay, pydantic we already know, who are just working the Python they know. Web search tool, that is DDGS and DuckDuckGo search. A free Python library that searches DuckDuckGo and the returns a real current results, no API key, no cost, no sign up. Why DuckDuckGo instead of Google? Google requires a paid API key, custom Google search API key. DuckDuckGo library is 100% free, perfect, and tutorials where we are viewers want to follow along with the that setting up the billing. So why three steps instead of the big AI call? You might ask, why not just ask Claude to do everything in a one prompt? So why we are building this? And you can also, the problem is the one big prompt. Claude doesn't have live internet access by default. It might hallucinate competitive pricing instead of using the real data. Hard to debug if something goes wrong, which part failed. The benefit of the separate steps. Step 1, search, gets real data from the internet. Step 2, extract, turns messy data into the clean, usable fields. Step 3, report uses only the clean, real data to write the report. If something looks wrong, you know exactly which step to fix. You can reuse the search results for the multiple competitors. Okay, so step 1, users runs the main command, that is Python main, this one, business competitor intercom. Main.py calls the run analysis. Graph.py builds the state graph, compiles it, and invokes it with the initial state, business plus competitor name, and everything else empty. Node, what it would do, search, runs nodes.py, search competitor, uses ddgs to search intercom pricing plans and the intercom features review, and combines the result into the one text block, writes to the state. Okay, fourth step, node extract, runs nodes.py, extract the data, takes the raw search, and asks Claude with structured output to fill the competitor profile object. Fifth step, node report nodes.py, generate the report, takes the clean competitor profile, uses business description, asks Claude to write the full report, writes to the state report, right? Step 6, main.py prints the final report. Questions: is this competitor data 100% accurate? No. It's based on the web search snippets, which can be outdated or the incomplete. Always tell viewers, use this as a starting point for the research, not the final word. The agent itself notes this is the report footer. Can I analyze multiple competitors at once? Yes. Loop run analysis for each competitor name and the combine the reports, takes the 5 lines of the extra code. Why LangGraph instead of just calling the function in the order? For this 3 simple step, you could just call the function normally. LangGraph is the real power, shows up the conditional branches. If the competitor is too small, skip detailed analysis. Can I use Google search instead of the DuckDuckGo? Of course. Why, if DuckDuckGo search returns nothing useful? The extract step tells the Claude to make a reasonable estimate if the data is missing. So the report still works. Can this become a web app? Yes. So let's move to the code level. So this is our init.py. Okay, graph.py, right? So run analysis part is there, your business competitor name, and it will go give you the report. Notes, here we are model, that is sonnet, we are using. So this is the full-fledged code that we are using, notes.py. So here you can use that one. Then we are using the state.py. Okay, then environment file, that's it. And then we have a main.py file. Okay, so this is our main file, that where we all combine the things, printing and the formatting. So here you can see that formatting is there. Okay, that's it. So this is the competitive AI analysis. Any doubt, any query, to let me know in the comment section. Have a great day.